All right, so this lesson is to describe the interest assessment process of Career One Stop. And so we start at careeronestop.org. And so what we do here is we're going to answer a interest assessment, and it's going to create a list of careers that match our interest. Um, from there, we will identify uh, 3 to 5 careers and 5 to 10 skills and attributes that best match us. Each career is going to have a career profile, and from there, we're going to identify relevant experience that we can put on our resumes and skills and attributes that we can put on our resumes. This website has a good grasp of what employers are looking for in particular careers around the country. And so, in today's age of online applications, employers are using what's called applicant tracking systems, where they are using um, a software to identify keywords in resumes, basically to sort out and filter through resumes. And so if your resume doesn't have the keywords they're looking for, chances are, regardless of how good it is, the hiring manager may not ever see it. So we go through this process to make sure that the resume you're putting in online applications is having the keywords that are going to be most likely to be in um, in these applicant tracking systems. So this is the first part of that. It's a multi-step process. So please don't get overwhelmed by the thought of, how am I going to get all this from just this one step? So this one step, we're just simply identifying the careers and skills and attributes. So here we go. So careeronestop.org, go to explore careers and go down to interest assessment. And there's an interest assessment link right here. So we click that, and then we click start assessment. So when we get to this next page, it's going to have 30 activities. And so when we're going through here, we're choosing these based on how interested we are in something. These are not activities. We aren't answering this from the perspective that of, am I qualified to do this? Or is this something that I'm open to doing? This is simply what interests you, because what this assessment is designed to do is take what you're interested in and use the different components of those interests to identify careers that you would most likely be interested in. And we want a good range of this to best narrow down the careers that you would be most interested in. And so strongly dislike is, just something you just extremely, just does not interest you at all. Dislike is something you just don't, you're just not really that interested in. It just doesn't really move you at all. Strongly dislike is you just really do not like doing that. Unsure is you could go either way. Dislike, like, it doesn't really matter. Like is, yeah, I like that. That brings me some happiness, and but strongly like is just something that really moves you. You're passionate about. So if you're gonna go through here and choose how you feel about things, and and rate how you feel about these activities, and and good. It's good to have a good range because it narrows down the careers. And so we're gonna finish this. So as you see, I've got kind of ranging across the board, so it narrows down. Didn't do it as much here, but So it's going to come up with a list of careers based on what you uh, what you may like. So really don't pay attention to the education. I mean, it's good to be mindful of, but that's not really the biggest deal. You could sort based on typical wages. Um, the outlook is if there's going to be jobs available in the future, if that career is kind of trending upward or downward. So average is kind of, you want to look for bright. You want to look for bright. And then you want to avoid anything that says below average. So this is how well it matches your interest. So obviously you want to look at the best. So so each of these careers has a profile. And so if you need to know any more about these careers, if you see something that you don't know what it is, right here you can read about it. And then typically this career doesn't have it, but typically these career profiles will have a video on that a day in the life of that career. Something else we look at during this process that we'll look at in the future, we don't need to worry about right now, but this is where this is going, is we're going to identify these in this gold area right here. We're going to identify the activities, knowledge, skills, and abilities that we have the most experience, or, that we have experience in. And we're going to utilize wording from these profiles for our resumes to match keywords. And as long as we have professional experience in that, we can describe how we have that experience. This is going to be what, we go to help us with our resumes. Right now, we're not worried about that. We're just simply worried about or focusing on finding 3 to 5 careers that most interest us. The other thing that we're looking at, so you want to hit the back button when you go to a career profile. Other thing you want to look at is you're in this one right here. So right here, we're using this to identify 5 to 10 skills and attributes that best match us. What this bar graph is showing us is where we're most likely going to find the skills, where we're going to find most of the skills and attributes that best match us. Doesn't mean that we can't find any in here. You're welcome to find some skills and attributes in these other parts. But chances are these with the higher scores are going to be where most of your skills and attributes fall in. So for this particular one, most of the skills and attributes would fall into investigative and social. So we're looking at these words, and we want to find words that stand out that we feel best describe us. Okay, so we're doing 5 to 10. So those will go in the skills and attributes portion of our resumes. So that's really it for now. So what I suggest, if you're working with a coach in this process, I would email this to your coach. So you can press the email here and input the coach's email address and your email address and send that, and then go back here, hit the back button, and do the same thing on your list of careers. All right, so that's it. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Please email me at danny@transfiguringadoption.com if you have any questions.